Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Ice Cold Sanity with the second part to what if Deku had a body manipulation quirk, which I called with anatomy. Anatomy and manipulation? Something like that. I don't care. I barely even use the name of his quirk, so it doesn't matter. Well, that quirk. But where we left off. Wait, before I even start the what if, I'm sorry for being so long on this. I just got done watching the video I made so I could remember because it's been so long. But apparently, what happened is I realized what time it is. At least I think so. And it was late, so I decided to go to bed. Forgot it existed, and maybe didn't. If I didn't, then it was just me being lazy. But at least I'm continuing it, right? Unlike the other what if I did on this channel, besides the shadow manipulation. I'm getting to that. I just decided to do this one because it seemed more interesting. But, okay, no. Done with the rambling. But, we last left off where he passed out from overusing his quirk. He woke up in a hospital. Well, not a hospital. A hospital room. Because, he passed out, of course. But, when he woke up, his mom was there. Oh, yeah, and, I should have mentioned this in the first episode. I probably was too tired to even realize. But that's why I talked so slow. Oof. But, his mom isn't obese like in the original My Hero World. Because she's not depressed and sad and eating a bunch of damn ice cream because her son's quirkless. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. I don't know why I had to add that, but I had to. My brain says that has to happen. So, that's what I do. But, okay. Getting too off track. Again. Oops, excuse me. But, he wakes up in the hospital room with his ma there. This was the UA hospital thingy. I guess you could call it the nurse's office, which is more like a hospital. Because hero school, of course, with a quirk, you're going to get more injured. Especially how stupid teens are. And they're like, what if I do this? Like, for instance, let's say, Denki. No reason at all, but he's just stupid. He's like not stupid, he's just, but why do I even need to explain it? It's just because kids are stupid. People are stupid. That's it. But, there, he wakes up, right? And his mom's like, are you okay? You hurt? And everything like that, blah, blah, blah. And Zuko's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just think I overused my quirk. because I don't know, because I forgot. I'm just terrible at remembering that. No, cut the terrible. I'm just terrible at the remembering sentence thingy. He says, I just must have forgotten. I didn't even notice how much I was using my quirk. And uh Inko Midoriya says, just be careful. And he says, oh yeah, where's that Ochako Raka girl? He looks while looking at Recovery Girl. The Recovery Girl says, oh, she's fine, and she also told me to tell you that she's thankful that you helped her. And he says, oh, nice. I hope she gets into UA. And blah blah blah. He goes back home with his mom into their house, and a week goes by. Gets a letter in the mail, opens it, and pops out All Might, saying, I am here, talking to you through a hologram. Welcome, you have been accepted to UA Class 1A in UA. For getting the highest amount of points throughout all the test sites. And also having the highest written portion points. With 300. So you have with 100% on the written portion and 300 villain points for the 300 villain points for the practical exam. Now that would have made you second place if we encounter one key factor. There's also rescue points. For rescuing Ochako Raka, you got a total of 350 points. Which is the highest and we've got a clip of Raka trying to give you her points, and the clip shows for just saying give him her points because he saved her and blah blah, and she was told that he didn't need the extra points. And blah blah that, and then ends with the classic line, this is your Hero Academia, or whatever the hell he says. And then it just poof, explodes. And then the next day he goes to class. He goes to school with the uniform on. Because that also came in the mail. And he, walks in, and he walks in to see two people fighting. Ooh, can you guess who? Who? Yeah, that's right. It's Ida and Bakugo, because Ida's still being slightly a prick. Or whatever the hell I called him last episode. Still, oh yeah, a brat with a stick shoved up his ass. And he hears Bakugo say something along the lines of, "Where?" After Ida's sitting there saying, "You're disrespecting the property," and Bakugo says, "What? Won't you shut up? Who put this? Did your old school shove a stick up your ass, or were you just born with it?" And Izuku just laughs, like, because basically what he told Ida. And he goes over by Ida and Bakugo and says, "I really hate to agree with Bakugo, but he's right. Let loose a little, for once. But on the other hand, don't let loose too much. Putting your feet on the desk, sure, you'll get yelled at, but it's not disrespecting anyone directly. No one cares. But even the heroes would be like, the only one that would care would be, I don't know, there's not even one to give an example of. Because I don't think any hero would care. No one likes school. Not even hero school. They like the idea of passing. He just sits down because he knows he cannot win the argument. And Izuku, no, he's not just gonna leave Bakugo alone. He turns around to Bakugo and says, "And you, learn some manners. No one may care if you have your feet on the desk, but I don't think anyone wants to hear you swearing saying profanities 24/7. In school." Bakugo says, "Oh, shut up." Izuku just sits down. And wouldn't you know it, Ochako Raka walks in and sees Izuku and says, "Hey, I know you. You're the one who saved me. Izuku, was it?" And Izuku nods his head and says, "Yes, that would be me." And she says, "Thank you for saving me." And Izuku just says, "Well, isn't that what heroes are supposed to do?" And Ochako says, "Well, yeah, now that I think about it, but still, thanks." And Ida's still not going to be apologetic yet. I have plans for him. But, After the, that whole thing and everyone sits down, Aizawa walks in, says, "Took you 8 minutes to shut up. We're gonna have to work on that in order to get this." And everyone, it's like, didn't know where it was coming from. It sounded like it was coming from the cocoon in front of the class. And everyone's like, what? And then Mina's like, goes up, Mina and some other Denki, whatever the hell, some people just go up to poke and he's like, "What is this?" And Izuku just says, "Are you all that stupid? That's the teacher." Everyone was like, "Huh? It's a teacher?" Izuku just walks up into the front and says, and just picks up the sleeping bag. Aizawa, which was in the sleeping bag, and makes him stand up. It's like, because Aizawa was about to get up, but Izuku doesn't wait most of the time. So basically stood Aizawa up and said, "See?" And then someone else remarked, so that doesn't look like he doesn't look like he could be our teacher. He looks like a hobo." And Izuku says, "And he's a Eraserhead." That sounds like a stupid name. Izuku says, "It would make sense for his quirk. He's able to erase people's quirks when he's looking at them." And Ozawa says, "Ah, see, well, at least we got one person who knows what they're talking about." Now everyone put these on and go out to training field E. And some complained there was supposed to be the whatever assembly. And Aizawa said, basically just said, "We're the hero course. We don't need to listen to a stupid meeting. If you really want to be a hero, you can't be worried about pleasantries like that," or something like along those lines. You can imagine if you want. But they quickly shut up and then went down to the gym. And Zuko never knew how he changed clothes was weird compared to everyone else. And you're like, whoa, how can changing clothes from normal clothes to gym clothes be weird? Because Izuku can manipulate his body. He decides just to basically to make it easier on himself. He just turns his body into like basically sludge, slides out of the clothes. Well, not really slide, but, well, yeah, sludge, pretty much. Slides out of the clothes and reappears in the gym clothes. And everyone just looked at him strange. And he says, "What?" And everyone else was like, "That's weird." And then, let's get to the part where things are about to go down. Izuku just changed, right? And then all of a sudden, Manette, the purple little grape no one likes. I shouldn't say no one, but I don't like. Does the thing like in the normal, finds the people, and then starts saying stuff about stuff. And Izuku just automatically, no hesitation, and nothing showing that he wouldn't do any, wouldn't stop or whatever. It'll make sense when I tell you what he did. He made his arm into a, let's just say, sword-like thing, stabby. Think stabby, sharp edge. Pointed it directly at Minetta's face after picking him up by the neck, back of the neck, and basically has it, his hand is the blade, but yeah, facing it toward right in front of Minetta's face and says, "You do that one more time, you will become a guinea pig for experiments." Minetta says, what type of experiments? I may be able to look at your anatomy and copy you from a genetic, but I get to see how exactly you fall apart. This scares the shit out of everyone, mostly Minetta. Then he puts the grape, he doesn't put the grape down, more like he punts him to the floor. Or you could say just tosses him to the floor. And of course the girls heard in the other room what was going on. They're kind of scared, but kind of like, he's cool, yeah, and stuff like that. And Izuku, he can manipulate his body, so he just decided to use some of his fat to manipulate some of his fat into sealant to seal up the hole. Now how that works is because he can manipulate his body at the atom scale. Well, kind of. Not changing what type of atoms, but mixing them just good enough. Or whatever, I don't know. But he basically made something that would, like, pretty much cement or whatever it was in the wall to patch it up. So yeah, he can do stuff like that. But then he is sorry for the long ass time he's in the locker room thing. But then he goes out with everyone, and everyone's wondering why then everyone notices he has 2 holes on the back of the shirt and a cut off parts of the legs. And shorter sleeves. And the reason for this is his wings, the recipients, whatever the speed quirk from that he got in. I should name the speed quirk. Let's just name it Nitro. Yay. Creative. That's what he named it. But the Nitro quirk, wing quirk, he just calls it a wing quirk. Wings. Yeah. And then hands, so when he uses the hand cannons, you can actually use it. But okay, he was called up to go first because he was the top of the class, is in a entrance exam thingy, whatever. So he was told to throw the ball first, and then Izawa threw him the what was it called? Ball, yeah, the ball, and he told him to throw as far as you can, no holding back. And then some people started to say, "This is gonna be fun. We can use our quirks." And then Aizawa says, "Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, since this is so fun, the person who gets last will be expelled on the spot." And everyone just starts panicking, because Aizawa was known to be ill-tempered to students who didn't take it seriously. Because this is the hero, of course. You have to take it seriously. So, yeah. And Izuku just brushed it off, didn't care. Not that he knew it was a ruse or anything. Just, he didn't care. He said, "Izuku, throw the ball as hard as you can." And Izuku says, "Okay, but I'm not necessarily going to be throwing it." And Aizawa says, Sawa raised an eyebrow to this and says, "What do you mean?" Izuku just casually turns one of his hands into an air cannon with his right arm into an air cannon. He still had the elbow, so he could move it, but from the elbow up to his hand, it was air cannon now. And he placed the ball inside. And he focused hard on condensing enough air into the air cannon not to shred the ball. And it went, let's just say, if the original, Bakugo got 750 meters. Izuku here got 1,000 meters. Just because of how powerful the blast was to push the ball. And everyone was shocked. They all went and blah 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 that. Izuku got pretty much top in every single category. Except for ball throwing, because, of course, Uraka, infinite. And maybe the high jump, too. That's it, pretty much. Because Infinity Quirk, she used it on herself for the high jump, and then the Infinity Quirk using it on the ball got infinity. So, yeah. But, I really need to stop being so slow at this. Okay. After that, they're told to go home and blah 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 that. The next day was stuff, and next few weeks nothing really happened. Besides submitting a actually never mind, they already did that when they signed up. Did the entrance exam. But then the weeks passed by and I was like, as I said, today you'll be having a different teacher for your hero course. And everyone raised an eyebrow to that. I was like, huh? I said, I don't have time to explain. You should be here right about now. And all of a sudden, you hear loud stomping, boom, 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 or whatever the sound. And I am here coming in through the door like a normal person, shoving the door so hard it explodes off its hinges. And everyone says, oh my, except for like Izuku. He's like, oh my. Not really too excited, but oh, it's just All Might. Kinda like Todoroki. Not that way. He's just, oh, it's All Might. Nice. He's chill, not ice cold hearted. But anyway, he says, I will be your hero course teacher for this year. And I will be teaching you hero stuff. We're going to be doing hero training in Fake City, whatever. I don't remember what city, but they're the fake city. But of course, to be heroes, you all need costumes. As he presses a red button, and suitcase comes up. Now, get your hero costumes and me in the city I mentioned before, the fake city. And they all go to the fake city, their hero costumes. But there was something, everyone was staring at Deku for his weird costume. Because his costume was just, his costume just didn't, there's barely, all he had was, on was just basically, shit, I forget, let's just say he wasn't really wearing much of a costume, it was just, I'm so sorry. My mind's drawing a blank. Just say cargo shorts and a t-shirt with holes in the back. That's it, yay. And blah blah. The rest happens. And they do the hero thingy, whatever, and let's get to the fighting thing. Otraka, Uraka, and Izuku Midoriya were both on the same team. Yay. And they're the heroes going against Bakugo and Tenya Ida, which were on the villain team, hiding the bomb. You know this thing if you watched the anime. Which I suppose you would if you watched it. But, basically they, but as they knew that Bakugo was just gonna hurt, attack them straight up. So, he made a plan. He told it to Uraka. Uraka agreed. Izuku decided to go in and go in and, well, Uraka distracted Bakugo. And Izuku changed his physical appearance to that of Bakugo, and even the quirk. And everyone is in the thing watching the live video feed or whatever it was. Were impressed. He got it down even to the smallest detail. He also had another quirk he made to go with that, because he figured, I should also be able to make the clothes. So he copied he basically, that's why he had barely anything on, so it would be noticeable under anything else, over anything, or under anything else. And so I guess it didn't matter anymore. So he just turned into Sludge first, because they're all wondering where he's going. And he made clothes, and because the Bakugo was there, and everyone was wondering what was going on. And all of a sudden he appeared in the Bakugo. But he, all of a sudden next thing he knew, Bakugo was there. But he wasn't. It was Izuku Midori on the ground. Into Bakugo and had his heroes. Well, Zuko, because he thought it would just be weird to have a pair of clothes tucked away and just know her. Just I don't care. Just say he disintegrated them. Or whatever he wants to think. Whatever. He goes up and runs up the stairs acting like Bakugo. Says, where the hell? What the? And since he knew Bakugo would have told him, it's like, what the hell? Where are they? And Ida was surprised. What says, huh? And Izuku acting like Bakugo. Where are they? They gotta be here around here somewhere. And blah blah blah. And then, well, Ida was confused. Izuku quickly moves towards the bomb, touches it, transforming back to regular Izuku. The base form that he made himself, as I said in the last time. And he says, gotcha. Ida's just completely shocked. And Bakugo is like, what the hell, when he hears Hero Team wins. Izuku walking out with Bakugo Bakugo costume, but Bakugo is still wearing his. Like, wow, it's amazing. And blah blah blah, that happens. So yeah, they think that's where I leave. No, I'm not gonna leave it off here just yet. The next thing what happened is okay, I got it now. Okay. And then they all go home and stuff after everything. And the next day or whatever, the next something, just later, when something actually was about to happen, yay. They go to they're told they're going on a field trip to the USJ. And of course, someone stupid had to say, the Universal Studios Japan? And Izawa sighing. No, we're going to the what other USJ? Unforeseen simulation joint. And I was like, oh. And then they got into the bus with Vita trying to get them in an orderly fashion. But it was an open plan bus, so it didn't really matter. Then they were all talking about, who do you think has the strongest quirk? And everyone was saying stuff like Izuku and Bakugo. And Sue brings up a point. But Bakugo with an attitude like that, Bakugo won't be very popular. And Bakugo, of course, says, "What the hell do you mean by that?" And Sue says, "See?" And Izuku chuckles at this and says, "Yeah, Bakugo, if you don't learn to stop being having such an if you don't stop with your explosive personality, your life might just detonate." Poking fun at Bakugo while making puns because, well, not really puns, but jokes, whatever, because Bakugo's quirk is explosions. And Bakugo says, "Shut up with your jokes already. Your stupid jokes." And the circus says, "Oh, liven up already." And then they arrived at the USJ. After walking in and seeing how big it is, they were like, "Wow, so cool." And of course, one of the UA idiots, not naming names, Kishima, pointed out that, wow. Oh wait, I forgot. The God dang, I forgot the pro hero's name, but the black hole quirk one explained the USJ and stuff. And then Hiroshima, the stupid US student, pointed out, wow, this place is so cool. They even got fake villains. And the teacher, both Asawa and the other pro hero, were said fake villains, and checked it out. Asawa says, "Villains aren't fake villains." Whatever the hell this other pro hero's name was. You'll get the students out of here. I'll deal with it. And this was happening, and then all of a sudden, the warp villain says, "Hello, Class 1A. I am Kirigiri, and I'm going to have to spread you out now." And he spreads them all out before anything happens, and Izuku landed with Sue, Mineta, and himself, that's it, in the water area. quickly getting onto the boat with Duracell as water villains, villains with water-related quirks were there. And Izuku says, "Don't worry, I can get us out of this." And then Izuku just basically tells one of them to both of them to hold on to his legs, and he flies out of there. And when he lands over on the land in the main area and sees Aizawa attacking the villains, as then all of a sudden the Nomu, big hideous beast with a bird-like head with brain exposed, comes attacking Aizawa. Now Izuku picked up onto one detail. Shigaraki ordered it to, which gave Izuku an idea. Izuku told Sue and Mineta to try and distract it. And they said, "Are you crazy?" And Izuku said, "Just listen to me." Well, and they go up and try and distract it. Shigaraki didn't give any more orders, so it's still being up, so it's barely doing anything. But they managed to keep Aizawa from getting pretty much obliterated while Izuku was doing something. All of a sudden, there were two Shigarakis. And you guessed right, yes, Izuku did the same exact thing. Because the way the clothes quirk thing works is, he just has to look at the clothes and has to be able to see it. And insight works far distance too, so yeah. So he was able to look exactly like Shigaraki and sound exactly like Shigaraki, and he even has decay now. And he said, "No, Moo, stop." The Nomu stopped attacking Aizawa. And then the real Shigaraki says, "Nomu, what the hell is going on? Attack him." And then Izuku says, "Nomu, rip off your own arms." The Nomu did as he was told. He ripped off one arm and he bit off the other. They regenerated. Then Izuku said, "Good, now destroy. Good now. Good. Now immobilize yourself." As the Nomu proceeds to tear itself to shreds, killing itself. And Shigaraki says, "No, no, No, this is not fair. This is not fair. Izuku walking up to Shigaraki, looking exactly like him. And he just says, "Now you. I've got. I'm going to have fun dealing with you." As Kirigiri didn't know which one was the real Shigaraki. Izuku was just about to put his hand on Shiraki's arm, when all of a sudden Izuku passed out because even though you may say, well, he wasn't using as much energy as the sports, or not the sports festivals, not yet, but the entrance exam. It's because he was let's just say, for convenience, he passes out. That's it. Let's just say he didn't get enough sleep, maybe. Yay. And then all of a sudden, he changed back to the base form he created, because he could set his base form, let's just say that, because of the quirk to make it, because of his quirk. But so instantly Kirigiri knew which one was the real one and took him back to the League of Villains base before anything happened, because the heroes just arrived. And blah blah things happened. Yay. But then I think that's good enough for this video, because I'm starting to sound stupid. But yeah, I'm going to most likely make a video right after this. Maybe not. I'll decide when I finish uploading it. So, yay! Me. Oh, and again, picture from Google. Oh, and a thing why I got rid of the intro and decided not to use it and just said it. What am I doing? Oh, there goes the thing, but the reason why I'm doing that is because, it was just stupid. So yeah, sorry for over-explaining everything, but I think this is a good video. Bye.